The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes Benson on the toss right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Any team that runs the toss, that runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw is Murray. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, it's Benson. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Not complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Murray now to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Murray now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, but I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Touchdown! Trey McBride from 4 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Ready.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, 65 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. His first catch in this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Murray. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Murray off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play fake. Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Scott. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay, right?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
52. Set.
Throwing. Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Zaven Collins, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Set. Ready. 43-45. White.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Complete to Jaden Reed. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jacobs going to try to middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Set. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set. 50, grit, eat old blue. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 51 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready?
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Ready. Set.
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yes, ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
White. Down.
Here's Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They were in the 46 defense, just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. I think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 97 yards on the ground here for Jacobs. So this is a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. 50, green.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go. Set, ready.
Love now. It's taken in by Golden. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Watch out now. 50 series.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Over the middle, he's got Golden. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, He's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They begin on the ground here with counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They don't let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Right back to Conner here on first. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another run here with Benson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action. Love to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A solid stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's got it down to the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
Murray changing the play.
Green, green, green.
This is Connor running right. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Buzz.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
I'll stay forever. I'll stay forever.
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. And she said, I have a proposition. Every red they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So a song heart I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let it palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. You're all I need to know. You're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need,
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the makeup. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them and them, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Run it, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with it, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, the sound. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what